And welcome everyone. Hi, how's it going? Good to see ya. Here we are, Skyrim. Soap here, coming at you today with a new playthrough, a new Let's Play, if you will. It's been a minute. It's been roughly over a year or so since I have done anything gaming-wise on the channel. Not too long ago in Punkomatic 2, uploaded some music. So you guys seem to enjoy it. Seem to, be happy that I'm alive. Don't worry, nothing bad happened. I just really wanted to take a break and just, play some games on my own, not have to worry about recording or anything like that. And lately, I've been going through this wonderful mod list. Fahluaan, something like that. I don't know how it's pronounced. I've heard people say Fahluaan, stuff like that. Either way, massive mod list. There are, I can see it right there in Mod Organizer, 2,712 active mods currently. I'll be sure to put a link to the GitHub, which is kind of the homepage of this mod list. It is a Wabbajack mod list. Thoroughly enjoying it. I've been playing around with different little builds here and there, not getting very far, and doing all of that, I decided, you know what? I think it's time for the champ to return. And so here we are. I'm also going to be trying out some new things. I don't have an actual green screen. This is just an OBS, little kind of green screen filter for your webcam, so I'm trying that out as well. I'm also going to be trying out a new, to me, video editing program. For the past, I don't know how long, I've been editing using Final Cut Pro, and I wanted to try to change things up, and so I'm going to be trying to edit this. I will edit it, not try, but I will edit it in DaVinci Resolve. So we'll see how that goes as far as like the quality and things like that. I recorded a little bit of gameplay, uploaded it privately on YouTube, and just decided, let's see what's happening. And it looked all right to me. But if what we're gonna do here today, if it looks like garbage, if it sounds like garbage, please let me know. That's one thing I ask. But now, into the real deal. What are we doing? Where are we? Well, we're in the character creation. I've already created our... Actually, I gotta do this. Our character. This is Lizardface Slithers. Clever original naming, I know. He is going to be a witch hunter. It is one of the many kind of archetypes you can select in this mod list when you're creating your class. There's like warrior specializations, there's thief specializations, mage specializations, and they all have about, I think, like 6 to 8 each. And the witch hunter one, I saw that pop up and I was like, that sounds interesting. Now granted, it just changes up a few things. So for example, the witch hunter, their poisons last twice as long, things like that. So the idea that I've got for witch hunter, at least what's in my mind, is we're going to be using crossbows, some poisons, so some alchemy, a little bit of magic of some kind, anything that is, like the undead, witches, stuff like that, necromancers, that kind of stuff. We're against that. As far as Daedric stuff goes, well, you may notice there's some runes on us. In fact, it's on the chest, on the arms, on the torso. That goes into this character's backstory, which, It's not too complicated. This is not going to be a playthrough where I have a story in mind. I've come up with no new stories since we did a little bit of Coda, and I wanted to tell that story in Skyrim, but using that particular Requiem mod list was not the way to do it. Maybe revisit it sometime, maybe not. No promises. That's going to be a theme from me, is no promises on some of these things. Yeah, this character essentially, the idea I had is, okay, they grew up Blackmarsh, you know, Argonians, that's where they're from. Had some baddies, some baddens, some unsavory types come into their village, kill multiple people. And because Lizardface here decided to try to fight back instead of surrendering or running away like some of the others did, at least the ones who got a chance to, they decided to make an example out of him and carve these different binding runes, if you will, into his scales. That's his backstory. So now we're basically in the lands between Skyrim and reality, so to speak. In fact, let me get out of the photo mode. It has a photo mode in this. This should show you. This is kind of the area we're in. Some of it may be a little dark, so bear with me. But there's some different things around. There's a black book up there that's how you start your game, and you start, if you leave the settings alone, kind of in a random location. You also can choose over here, like different deities that give you little perks. You can pray to them. The pilgrim system, I believe, is, well, the perk tree part of it. We don't want to deal with Daedra. We're against Daedra. We want to go with Aedra. So the goodies that are over here. So you've got different ones, like stamina being increased, or unarmed damage, things like that. I haven't selected any of these, but because we're focusing more on going against mages, at least the bad ones, not normal mages and stuff like that, you know, some spell absorption might be nice, but I'm thinking health regeneration might be big. Our health itself is good. Prices, not too worried about. Shouting, not too worried about. More experience might be a good one too. Stamina regen. Stamina. Magicka. Armor rating. That's another good one as well. Because experience, the reason I say experience is good is, especially starting out, it's pretty slow. Than my understanding, reading through the documentation, as you get into the mid-game, your experience gains start to ramp up, and then in-game it kind of plateaus a little bit. But for this character, crossbows, some alchemy, I'm thinking one-handed if we need to get into melee, and some sort of destruction magic, along with potentially some alteration. Conjuration we're very much against this character. We don't want to be summoning anything from another realm or reanimating dead. We are very against that. So I'm thinking something along the lines of, let's see, armor rating. We're going to be wearing light armor. I think that's a good benefit. We'll go with it for now. So we've got our prayer. I can't quite recall if you could change it by going to different shrines and if it'll change it there. I'm not too worried about it currently. We'll figure it out as we go, as needed. As far as our starting gear, it's randomized as well with the settings that I've got available. So we'll take a look at that currently. Got a couple of war axes, a staff of frostbite, that fits our theme in my opinion, our robes, some lockpicks, a torch on the magic side, some flabbin. Pay attention, apparently this is tied into some other follower mod. I haven't come across it yet. We got our healing, and then our prayer is basically the god that we chose. We pray to them to receive that particular blessing, and in our case, the extra armor rating. Otherwise, there's the armor rating. It lasts for 8 hours when we do that. Because we're Argonian, poison resistance, disease resistance are increased by 50, and our potions, not our poisons, excuse me, potions last 50% longer, and of course we can breathe underwater. And as a witch hunter, there's potions lasting 50% longer. I am not sure if these stack and we get 100% longer. Either way, our potions are going to last longer. And that's it as far as setup goes. A little bit of backstory. I want the game to tell us our story. I don't have one in mind. I just want to play through the bond list and what it has to offer. I know some things that it's got. We've played it here on the channel, so I'm looking forward to revisiting some things. There's some things that normally I would include that are not included. That's fine. I'm just taking this as it goes. But now, all we have to do is find out where we're going to spawn in out of this place. So we got to come over to this black book, The Tormenting Eye, and let's go. But before we do, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Let's get to it. Hopefully it shows a loading screen, because they've added like these cool loading screens here. I don't know if it's AI that's done it or if an actual artist has done it. Either way, I like them. All right, our adventure has begun. We're getting colder. There's survival elements to this as well. I'm guessing we're way up north. I think that's Winterhold, the college. Anyway, that is a Spriggan that we have spawned next to. Why it's not attacking us, I'm not going to ask questions about. But I am going to get away from it, because even though it is merely a sapling, you can see that it is sapping our health very quickly. So we're just going to ignore that. There appears to be some sort of camp up ahead of us, along with some wolves. We can get their pelts, make some leather and whatnot. That one had a ring. Bling bling. I'll do that. The Fallout 4 style HUD inventory mod, I forget what it's called, that is part of this as well. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. I saw a Spriggan sapling over there. Spriggan saplings are just smaller Spriggans, but they still are not fun to be around. Oh, restoration is another school of magic that I think we will dabble in as well, especially when fighting undead. Alright, so we've got a wolf. So real quick, I don't have anything on my wheel. Another thing. So let's start resolving some of this for now. So I've got a couple of axes. Let's put that there. Let's put our staff right there. Let's switch over to our spells. We'll put that right there and this right there. I think that's a good start. Okay. So we've got an axe. I think, let me heal a little real quick before we go diving into this. I think that little extra should be good. Some flamen might be good as well. So we're gonna get introduced to some of the combat changes. So obviously you can tell there's camera, but there is lock on, which I am very happy with. There's a dodge system. Boom. As well. We'll get that pelt. What did you kill? Did you kill a worker up here? Yeah. So let's go in here. Okay, so pork dust not an ingredient. That's fine. I'm just gonna take the meat. We'll leave the tusk alone. And we have our first chest. Okay. It's an adept chest as well. There we go. Whoosh. All right. Ooh. Spear of Daylight deals 10 sun damage to the undead. Targets on fire take extra damage over time. That could be interesting because I was saying I think we go one-handed, but that could be there in the back pocket for some undead specifically. Well, okay. Potential. Take everything, though. Garnet and gold, of course. All right, so let's first add that to our wheel, but we need to add some extra slots, so let's do that real quick. Boom, add that in. Oof. Ice, making those kind of cracking noises as well. Let's put this away. So College Winterhold, I mean, we could go there and potentially join. However, the what's required to join is a little different than usual. Slightly. Not very different. What is this? This mod also adds new locations in just the regular game, and I'm not sure if this is one of them or not. Nothing's coming up, but this looks cool. There's a dead Draugr here. A bit of gold. Yeah, and even some of them that I've come across, which we'll definitely see, they don't have anything that's like, oh wow, this new location with this new quest and these new items. They're just flavored. Essentially, this mod list, to me, is kind of like if Skyrim, forward. If Skyrim was sort of remade, sort of from the ground up, but now. So like graphically it's better, there's new systems in place, things like that. It's like a Skyrim 1.5, but not just like a, you know, what the remaster has been. Oh! Where are you going? Oh. Nowhere. Alright. I'll get that. There's also seasons, so if you see up there, it's autumn currently. So the weather will get affected. Let me just take that. I see a horse. Potential hunter's camp here. Let's make a little detour. Is there anyone here? That's just a free horse. I have not had a horse at all in playing my testing and stuff like that. Wrist level righteous, that is light armor. So, the way the skill books work is instead of every time you pick up a skill book, it gives you like a point, so to speak. Now, what it does is it gives you a boost to getting XP, so to speak, in that skill, like permanently. So now we have a light armor boost. I'm just gonna take some stuff. We also have a place to sleep here as well. Let's look what we got. Yes. Oh, get my value to weight. What am I doing? Thank you. Okay, healing, some food. We'll take that. Paula. Volume 1. Interesting. Yeah, now we got a little place to... If we really needed to get some sleep, we've got a place to do it. That's nice, especially right off the bat. But a horse right off the bat, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, I have not been on a horse, had a horse, or anything like that in the little bit that I've been kind of messing around and testing, so to speak, this mod list. Mr. Fox, those wolves got you. I'm sorry, buddy. Right. So I'm thinking, make our way over to Winterhold. Let's see if we can pick up some odd jobs, maybe? That's an ice wraith. Let's not deal with the ice wraiths. No, thank you. I love that the camera is so much easier to just move around, like when we need to check behind us. Just whip the camera around. No big deal. Gray mod list. I've experienced one of the characters kind of a repeating crash. But I was able to work around it temporarily, so it seems, I would say, pretty stable for the most part. Oh, don't want to do that. Let's do this. Accidentally. There we go. Gotta hold to dismount. Alright, don't run off, buddy. Alright. Let's lockpick this if we can. Okay. A little bit of this, a little bit of this. No, right in here somewhere. Up a bit. Nope, it's gonna be down just a bit from there. Okay. Whoosh. Okay. Buddy, where you going? Hey! Hey! Come back! Excuse me. What? Once we get to Winterhold, you're free to leave. I just need you to help me out in getting there, just in case there's a lot of baddies. Like a wolf or two I'm fine with, but things can hit pretty hard in this mod list. So it's a bit more of a de-leveled, so to speak, mod list. But not too crazy. It's not like, oh, these wolves are level 10 and you're level 1, get one shot, get wrecked. You know, stuff like that. It's not like that. Oh, can we pick up stuff from the horse? Did I just see that with some alchemy ingredients? Thank you. All right. Just get me to Winterhold. It's 8:15 in the PM. We need to get inside. Somewhere warm. Winterhold has been discovered. Excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead and dismount. Alright, don't want to steal anything, but always, for tradition. Boop. Oh, that was kind of weak. Boop. There we go. Alright, frozen hearth. Hearth. There we go. Thought I had it.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded.
Go first person, kind of take this in a little bit.
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future
Looking good.
experiments.
This.
All right, how much gold, if any, do we have? I did not look. We've got 40 gold.
This is why people have a problem.
That's
with their
probably not going to be enough to
Let me know if you want.
rent a room.
Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Sometimes people have bedrolls and stuff out. We could probably cook something. I don't think we have any salt. Oh, that's okay. We'll find something to do. But actually, here is where we're gonna end. This is just, you know, me establishing. We're back, playing some Skyrim. We're gonna, you know, get back into the swing of things. And I just wanted to say hi, check in, and hopefully sometime soon we'll get, you know, a more proper soap hour-long-ish episode. Again, this is 25 minutes of a introduction.
Keeps paying, I suppose.
At least currently, like 25 minutes or so. Maybe a little less with editing or trimming and things like that. But anywho,
It's not my place to get involved.
that's going to
in
do
their
it for me.
family's business.
So I'm going to get out of here.
You're the one that told me
And
to
before I
stay
go,
out.
as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.